Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew Shorts. Today, I will be reading in the r/JUSTNOFAMILY subreddit, so let's jump into it. Called CPS On My Sister, my mother is furious. I, 30-year-old male, have a just no sister, 31-year-old female, who has a 3-year-old child and is a single mom. We live 40 minutes away from each other, and we haven't seen each other very much in the last year due to COVID. Just no sister asked if my niece could stay at my house for a couple of days because she needed to take a break from her. My wife and I completely understand. We have a 2-year-old and are always telling my sister that we can watch my niece whenever she needs. Our kids are both the only child, so I want them to grow up close. My sister drops my niece off, and the kids are having a great time. We're getting the kids set up in bathing suits to play outside in a kiddie pool, and my wife motions for me to pay attention to my niece. You could see her ribcage and her spine. My wife weighed her and checked where she was in terms of her height, weight, age, developmentally. She fell under the category clinically underweight and in the 2nd percentile of weight, which is beneath the threshold of when being underweight is dangerous to a child's development. I called my sister and tell her what we found out. She can't believe that her child weighed so little. I asked my sister, what does her pediatrician say about her weight? My sister hasn't taken her in over a year, and when she did, that her child weighed 10 pounds more than she does now. I asked her how she possibly wasn't aware when it's evident when you see her without a shirt on. I asked her, what's going on that she's so underweight? My sister started naming excuses that niece gets sad when her dad doesn't come see her and doesn't eat much a couple days a week, and that sometimes they sleep until lunchtime, so she only gets 2 meals that day. My sister lives in my mother's 1-bedroom apartment on an air mattress that she shares with her child. My sister has been at home and unemployed for the last 2 years due to mental health issues that she is receiving some therapy for. My mother works and pays rent, utilities, and groceries, which is supplemented by government assistance that my sister receives. I work in education with children and am a mandated reporter. I was going to wait to hear what the pediatrician would say, but got advised that the pediatrician would probably call CPS, and that calling them first would increase the chance of my niece staying in the family versus into foster care if that level of intervention was determined. I called CPS and let them know about my niece, and that I let my sister know, and that my sister planned on taking her to the pediatrician. I let my sister know about the call to CPS. She just said, okay, and that she had called the pediatrician for an appointment. I let my mom know that I made the call because they live at her home. My mother absolutely flipped out at me. She kept yelling, "You're not supposed to do that. I can't believe you did that. They're going to take that child away from me." I ended up hanging up on her because she just got more and more escalated when I tried to talk. Edit, while she was here, my niece would eat 3 full meals and snacks. Sometimes she would have a hard time getting started to eat, but with encouragement, would finish her meal, and by the 2nd day was asking for more. In the morning when she woke up, she would ask if she was allowed to eat yet. When some ice cream dripped on the table, she flinched when my wife went to wipe it up. I have offered repeatedly over the last year for my sister to come live at my house, since we have a 3-bedroom home and it's just the 3 of us. When I called CPS, I told them that my niece could stay with us if she was removed from her home. Update, CPS visited their home and said they'll be returning in a month. My mom texted me saying that I still shouldn't have called them and that we're blood and need to protect each other. She said that even though I hurt my sister, that she still loves me and puts me before the situation because I'm blood. So much hate. I'm so glad that CPS is investigating. Maybe it'll help my sister get the help she needs. My mom, on the other hand, yeah, I have a 2-year-old, and I don't know if I want her in his life anymore. They're going to take that child away from me. Not take the child away from their unstable mother, but from their grandmother, who they are currently living with. Big fucking red flag right there. OP, do you think it's possible that your mother hindered your sister's ability to work on her mental health the past few years? Or possibly even made it worse because she wanted her granddaughter to keep living with her? I agree. That reaction was a huge red flag to me as well. To me, it seems like Granny is taking advantage of her mentally unstable daughter, almost like she doesn't want her to get better so that she can keep this granddaughter. Also, the passive response of OP's sister when he told her that they called CPS tells me that she either A, wanted them to call CPS and knew that she couldn't without facing her mother's wrath, or B, she has completely mentally and emotionally checked out because her mental health has deteriorated so badly. Honestly, all of it's a terrible situation. 3 people living in a 1-bedroom apartment, and regardless of who is at fault, a child is suffering. It does take extreme circumstances much worse than these for a child to be taken away from a neglectful family, so I don't have hope that OP will be able to have his niece live with him, but I do hope he checks on her very often. Ugh, this whole situation breaks my heart for that little girl. But anyways, that is all from me today. Let me know what you think about this story, and please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!